It's first one is about tradition. That you were mentioning again and again that the tradition, if we have to start to relook or we have to there's what a make shift towards tradition, because understanding one another's tradition, we will give its better insights. So, the query that I have as an activist here is that the question of this tradition is not it outnumbering the issue of gender, because it's somehow if we are shifting towards back, because we have come with a tradition where we are supposed to follow the dominant structure in which a woman is supposed to follow Sati Huda Sita. Matlab here it's one clarification as an activist, and the second one as a political scientist is about respecting each other's traditions. So how to play? Actually, you answered it earlier, but certain bit I need more clarification about it. Is that how where would you place these regional resistance movements in these what's called this respecting one another's tradition?
रीजनल मूवमेंट्स जैसे
For example, these resistance movements
Resistance
movements, yes, sir. Because, for example, if we will respect one another's tradition, then we cannot outnumber these resistance movements which are emerging from these regions, different traditions of almost from north and all that.
पहला तो I do not think there is anything called tradition. मैं कभी भी tradition शब्द का इस्तेमाल ही नहीं करता. Traditions, they're always improving, and that is our strength. There is no one unified single tradition of this country. There is no one unified Hindu tradition in this country. आपको multiple traditions speak to you in multiple voices, and the task of future is to selectively combine those, is to pick and choose from those voices and combine them in a fresh way. This is what Kabir did. Kabir did not pick up all traditions. He had the courage to say, क्या बहरा हुआ खुदा है, आराम से कह सकता था वो, क्योंकि वो ट्रेडिशंस को तोड़ भी रहा है, लेकिन उन ट्रेडिशंस के लैंग्वेज को लेके वो बदल रहा है. Tradition always provides you with a range of options, and it is only critics of tradition who want to reduce traditions into one singular thing. And I'm saying कि जो पुरानी लेफ्ट की पॉलिटिक्स थी, सेकुलर पॉलिटिक्स थी, उसने ये कह के अपना नुकसान किया है. और मेरा कहना है कि आज की जो दलित पॉलिटिक्स है और जो फेमिनिस्ट पॉलिटिक्स है, वो भी अपना कुछ नुकसान कर रही है. ये चीज कह के हमें ट्रेडिशंस में रास्ता ढूंढना चाहिए. बहुत कुछ रास्ते नहीं है, कभी कभी रप्चर जरूरी है वो भी. और हमारा मुल्क भी एक ऐसा है कि उसको भी ट्रेडिशन बना लेता है कुछ दिन बाद. अम्बेडकर भी अब हमारे ट्रेडिशन का हिस्सा बन गए हैं. ये सब भी चीजें होता है. लेकिन आपने पूछा फॉर एग्जाम्पल जेंडर. नाउ देयर इज अ वीरशैवाइट ट्रेडिशन इन कर्नाटका which goes back to 11th century. In the 11th century, their guru is saying things that feminists in this country could not say 50 years ago. इतनी radical feminist language available. Why are we not using it? Or to put something, a very simple example, Ramanohar Lohia played this game 50 years ago. He gave a lecture called Sita versus Savitri, Savitri versus Draupadi. And he said, who should be the ideal of womanhood in India? And he said, Savitri is no ideal. Dumb. She was not dumb, but Lohia paints her. Dumb, following her husband to the heaven and hell. ये कोई बात है. And he says, Draupadi. Draupadi is the bright one. She is the clever one. She is intelligent. Everyone else knows Draupadi simply because she happened to have 5 husbands. But Draupadi was more than her 5 husbands. She is a person. She is a person with a mind. And she also knows how to take revenge. And Lohia says Draupadi should be the ideal of womanhood, not Savitri. Now, this language has more bite than if you were to simply translate Simone de Beauvoir. This gives you a different bite into reality. So उसको हम इस्तेमाल क्यों नहीं करना चाहते, मैं समझ नहीं पाता हूँ. तो हम ट्रेडिशन को सिंगुलर में सोचना बंद कर दें, हम उसको मल्टीप्लिसिटी में देखें जो है. Second, about resistance movements, I think resistance is the very essence of democracy. Democracy in the world progresses through contestation. Contestations which in some cases involve resistance. So I think we should respect, we should celebrate, and we should listen to this. Jahan jahan wo resistance turns into armed struggle, which with an explicit aim of destroying the state, that poses a serious problem. Even there, I personally think that we should find ways of dealing with it without using counter-violence. But that does pose a serious problem. I personally think that even if that that kind of politics happens, for example, I have opposed the use of law of sedition. I think the law of sedition should not be invoked in India. That is to say, you are against the country, you are waging a war against the country. If you are a confident country, why do you use laws like sedition in this country? Forget it. We should find democratic ways of handling resistance movements which are themselves not democratic.